I was a bit scared of my pregnancy for no reason, says the beautiful wife of Ooni of Ife, the latest Iyabeji in town, Olori Tobi Loba Phillips Ogunwusi Aya Ojaja II. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Of course, it's been about 3 weeks, or yeah, almost 3 weeks that Kabiyesi announced the arrival of the set of twins named Adeshina and Adeshewa, one boy and one girl that a beautiful queen delivered. For those who know Queen Tobi or who follow her on social media, especially on her Instagram account, she was an active user of Instagram. I can say that for sure. From time to time, she posts herself, linking her work as well. She's a designer and all of that. And this woman is quite expressive. You know, she's one person that she's articulate. She knows how to put her thoughts into words and all of that. She's well educated. She's an ex-beauty queen. You know, she's done well for herself. And if I must add, she's the youngest wife of His Royal Majesty Oba Enitan Adeyeye Ogunwusi. I think she's the third wife. And right from when they got married, of course, everybody knew that Olori Tobi stood on her own. You know, that kind of thing. Of course, she mingled well and everything. And she's not a young lady, so to speak. She's not in her early 20s, you know. So she has seen life. And for somebody who has dated Kabiyesi, she told us her story of how Kabiyesi sent somebody to her and everything after she won the beauty pageant. And they started dating seriously until something happened that there were distractions and interferences at some point. And that was, of course, when Kabiyesi got married to Olori Naomi. But she didn't mention that in that interview. Go and watch it on TVC with your ladies of your view. And that later, you know, after everything, they came back together and she became his wife. So, of course, because she's the youngest Olori in the palace, people had high expectations for her. She's never had a child before. It's her first attempt at marriage. And of course, because the fact that she's younger, because the other wives of Oni are a few years older than her, early 40s, mid 40s, late 40s, and all of that, which is fine. Everybody cannot be the same age. And I like the fact that because they know what they were getting into, I think they all came prepared. Because these are not teenagers or early youth. One Shamo 21, 22, that everything, you know, that kind of thing. So they've had a level of maturity, and they're well educated. That's one. They have their businesses, so no be I never chop. No be person wey no get any, you know, that kind of thing. So they were mature to that point. So they knew what they want. And of course, they went all out to get what they want. Now, 2 weeks after, she decided to share her experience of pregnancy online. As you can see her face, ẹ ti mọ̀ pé ara olórí ṣì tutù, ara wọn ṣì tutù. Kò easy o, birthing twins. Iṣẹ́ ìyá àbèjì kò ń ṣe iṣẹ́ kékeré. So she shares to share her experience with us on social media. And of course, we have to listen because every motherhood story is entirely different. And since that time, she's been posting for back to back. So let me read some of the posts that she shared on her page. One, she said, "Dear God, I boasted about you. Please don't fail me. This was one major prayer I prayed throughout my pregnancy. Actually, had it on my alarm as a daily reminder. God granted me a smooth sail, despite the fact that twin pregnancy is considered high risk. So I'm out here giving honor to whom it belongs. All glory belongs to God Almighty. Olodumare. Aronibanilo." She now tagged, there's a particular chef online, very popular one and well liked, called Diary of a Kitchen Lover. She tagged her and said, "Pregnancy announcements video motivated me because she just also had a baby and she was so overjoyed after many years of waiting." She also said, "Don't let fear stop you from trusting God, especially when you're not sure of how it will make it happen." So Sherry Pay, she just has to give God the praise. You know,
2 weeks postpartum today.
let's listen.
And I thought to share some of my experience trying to conceive and during pregnancy with y'all. But I I may not be able to start from the beginning, so I might as well pick up the stories from in between, however the spirit leads. So today I'm going to be speaking about my 18 weeks pregnancy. Then I saw a video of Diary of a Kitchen Lover where she was telling her family and friends about her pregnancy, and everyone was rejoicing and praising God. In that, during that time, I was a bit scared about my pregnancy for no reason, despite the fact that I had faith in God. So that video literally motivated me to turn to God in more prayers. So I told God, see the way Diary of a Kitchen Lover is thanking you and rejoicing with our family. I need you to help me follow through with this pregnancy and let me birth my babies in good health so that I can tell the world that you did this for me. And then I can have the very full cause to glorify your holy name. This prayer I said for on and on throughout that particular day till I was able to get rid of the fear. And then my faith was restored. And here we are today. I am boldly telling you that God did, because it wasn't by my strength or my ability. I literally had a seamless, no stress kind of pregnancy. All that where people throw up, say they couldn't, they say they were having constipation, all those little complications here and there that people go through being pregnant. I never experienced any of those. I literally had sound health. My BP was always normal. My sugar level was normal. Although I know that some of that had to do with my lifestyle or my food choices and stuff like that. But then, bí kò bá ṣe pé Olúwa kọ́ ilé, àwọn tó ń kàn ń ṣe lásán ni. If not for the grace of God, the journey wouldn't have been seamless. So regardless of how much precaution you think you want to take, it's only God that grants that full spectrum of having seamless and less stressful anything you want to do in life. And that's why I'm out here saying that God did, because really, I've had series of, miss. I just know that God answered my prayers, and that's why I'm out here sharing my testimony that it can only be God. So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about what I ate and what I avoided throughout pregnancy, the kind of medicine, vitamins I took and stuff like that. So y'all stay tuned.
Okay, so those are the words of our beautiful queen. It's a beautiful thing when you share and testify, yeah, what you've achieved. It's wonderful. And I must say congratulations to her. As a woman, you will know how it is. So at a point, if you just go on her page and hear this video very well, there was a time she did a cut off. That there was a time she had a miss and she continued, right? The miss, you get what it is, but I'm not going to say more than that. It's normal. A lot of women go through miss at some point, and God answered them. So for every woman who is still experiencing a miss, God will heal you and give you the strength, give you the power, to conceive again and have your desired baby or babies by God's grace, inshallah. Okay, so as she shared, she was pregnant when Diary of a Kitchen Lover gave her own testimony. In fact, that testimony was really emotional. In fact, she kept her pregnancy out of view throughout, and her parents were happy because, wow, go easy, especially in this our African context, for a woman to be in her husband's house and be looking for belle. They know they talk waiting all their eyes they see finish. The kind depression where they hit women who are expecting a baby. It's not an easy thing in our African context at all. So we give God the glory, and to many who are believing God, God will answer you. So of course, people went to the comment section to congratulate her. Yeah, Beji, congratulations, this and this and this and this. However, I will add this. She said she she didn't start from the beginning. She said she was going to stay it from one point, which is good. But right now, the social media space is quite toxic, especially as it regards women, pregnancy, and their babies. we've gotten to that point online where if you post a picture of you and your baby and your husband, how that child no take resemble? If God one, no one make the dragon plenty, make the child be replica of your father. How many people are replica of their fathers? People don't realize that we are made of genes. The dominant genes or the recessive genes. Recessive genes, they mean only a great grandfather 10 generations back. Leo Mawajo, who knows that one? Which even if they do DNA test, the pikin still be your husband's pikin. But people are so short-sighted, and because of the paternity mess that we see online, honestly, it's quite scary. There was even one video that was circulating sometime that the highest country of paternity fraud issues, Nigeria was number 2 on the list. But still, it doesn't mean that all women are loose. It doesn't mean that all women are not to be trusted. I'm not against DNA test. Whoever wants to do DNA test for Pikin, go do. But just make sure you do the DNA test in the right place. Because if you do and it's not in the right place, you go and spoil your family, spoil the whole thing. Make sure you do a double checking. It's just like some people, even in Nigeria, they'll go and do a particular test and they'll say it's negative. Meanwhile, it's positive. That's by the side. Now, for Queen Tobi, if you go online, you will have been hearing since she put to bed, the questioning child personality, whatever. I'm like, when are we going to stop all this XYZ? When are we going to stop? It's there, it's online since she put to bed. They want to do this one for the baby so that they will determine what is all this nonsense. And a lot of times, very unfounded lies. And you just be wondering, where is this coming from? So for a woman who is just postpartum, look at Mercy Chinwo, who released her husband and her baby's picture, relieving her baby for the very first time. Look at how they were saying the baby, putting the picture of the baby beside Nathaniel Bassey's own, that the baby's face and head look like Nathaniel Bassey. For a woman who just put to bed. Some people's eyes are forbidden from seeing good things. They will always look for what to attribute it to negativity. It shows how vile their lives are. Because still you not be bringing unfounded things, seeing a baby. Even if we adults are doing our madness up and down, should we bring it to babies? Olori Ofon, ẹni tó ń gbọ́ ọmọ fún òun sọ pé òun kọ́ lòun lọ́mọ. Kí n tí Pastor Adigboro mi jẹlẹ́rù, nǹkan tí ó wà baseless, will be the one to bring it up. The father of the child is not agitating. So, Queen Tobi, that is the atmosphere right now of the online space. And honestly, I would just say this one that you've told the world, it's enough. Just go back and take care of your children. Because once these online people starts, it's like they don't get full stop. They don't get full stop. And honestly, this is coming hard at women with their babies. And it's even so bad. Because me nǹkan tó kọ ẹni ẹlẹ́ni pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ. You know that kind of thing. So, Olori Tobi, please, the one where you don't tell us, don't do. Don't you people with online no get joy, Online no get joy. As is at this time, Mohbad and his wife case, DNA still dey. Mercy Chinwo still dey. So people are even thinking, is it even worth it for me to bring my family pictures? So that's my own advice. So may God give you all the strength, the energy you need to take care of your children. And as God has answered you, so shall he answer all the other wives that are in the palace. As they are also praying and hoping that God will answer them, he will. God doesn't forget anyone. He will.